Welcome to spring. Spring is the time of year where we clear and cleanse and get rid of anything that no longer serves us.
The energy outside on the earth is light and flexible and upward and outward and expansive. And we're going to capture that energy that's happening outside and bring it into our bodies.
So what's happening in the earth is that there's this upward rising energy, this upward movement in the earth, and you see it happen through all the grasses, the dandelions, the buds on the trees, the flowers and the tulips coming up. So no matter what the weather is doing outside, even if you get dumped on by snow, this movement is still happening. That's how powerful it is, regardless of what's happening on the outside. So with our physical bodies, that energy is actually starting in our feet and working its way up. It starts in our kidney 1 point, which is right on the palm of your foot, and it works its way up through the body and passes through the liver. So as we talked about, the winter time is for the kidneys, and the springtime is for the liver. So we're moving past winter into spring, and as this energy is rising, anything that's stuck or any toxicity or stagnation that's stuck in the body from winter, that's gonna move whether you're ready for it or not. And if you're not ready for it, it's gonna move in the form of a cold or the flu. Allergies are gonna be much more difficult for you. You might even have headaches or migraines this time of year. That's showing that this energy is moving up and clearing all that stagnation out.
And it's so cool to think about how the earth underneath the soil is turning itself right now. There's new organisms growing, new microbes, a whole new population is growing. And we want to make sure that we absorb these new microbes and create a new fertile ground in our bodies. And so we want to clean out and lay the ground and absorb them. We're going to do that through incorporating all the fresh produce from this season, and that's going to help move our organs and our digestive system. So we're moving everything. We want to clear out. So lots of fiber, get this stuff through you. That's how we do it. We also want to physically move using exercise and movement, whether it's gardening, walking, biking, whatever. You're going to be moving your blood and your circulation, and also moving the lymph system, which is responsible for taking out your garbage. So you kind of you let go of those toxins as you're sleeping overnight through everything we're doing, and then you still have to move it out.
And clear it out.
So get your exercise, get things moving, your heart pumping. And then there's also things like fasting and cleansing, which are great ways to help support and push your body to do this a little bit deeper cleaning. And we're going to get way into that next episode.
And outside of our physical body too, this is another place, especially when we talk about our homes, spring cleaning is a really big thing for this time of year, again, because it's in sync with this energy. And it's a place that we can control, right? We might not be able to control the toxicity outside, but we can control it inside. So just cleaning our house, going through our closet, cleaning through maybe old clothes that you don't wear anymore and donating those. But especially when it comes to the chemical products in your house, that might be cleaning products that are full of different toxic chemicals. Our skincare products as well that have a lot of these toxins and chemicals in them, those are all endocrine disruptors. So that means that they're going to be disrupting our hormone balance in our body, and that can be really detrimental to our health. So that could be another way that we're bringing in this spring cleaning and cleansing, clearing all that out. I also love to go through emails, unsubscribe from things like that. This is a time just to really release and let go of what's not serving you anymore.
So those of you Marie Kondoing your house, go for it. That's great. Keep doing that. But we also want to really clear our temple where our soul lives, our bodies, right? So the way we're going to do that this spring is by incorporating lots of bitter, pungent, and astringent foods. The bitter foods are going to look like leafy greens, even these mustard greens, turnip greens, collard greens, spinach, lettuces, and spring greens, and endive and parsley and arugula, this wild arugula
From my garden.
from Megan's garden. This is Megan's garden gone wild. So these bitter foods are going to help cut through the heat and stagnation of winter and help break things up, break up that congestion.
And the pungent foods we see in garlic and onions, but for this spring season, garlic is in season, but also so is fennel. This is another one of those pungent foods. And the amazing leek that I have here. So leek is like a springtime onion, which again has that pungent quality to it. Astringent we'll find in more of the artichokes and the asparagus, and anything astringent, if you think about astringent, something it's taking away moisture, wicking away toxins, really cleaning and clearing out.
And so one way that you can incorporate many of these spring vegetables is kitchery. So we've prepared this bowl of kitchery. It's a one-pot meal. It's a great way to incorporate peas and asparagus and leeks and everything that comes to you in spring. It's traditionally made very simply with just rice and dal lentils, but I have made kind of a kitchen sink kitchery here, and it's a great way to incorporate spring.
Yeah, well, that sounds simple enough.
Because it's simply seasonal.
Today, we're welcoming spring.
You always go that way, even though you can just walk behind me.
Yeah, why do I do that? I do that all the time. What?
Okay, let's see. What would you like to eat today? That's not cool. Do you want a piece of... Ooh, you want a piece? Yeah? Ooh, thank you, Bodhi. You want it? Is that fennel? You love fennel. Good boy. Yay, Bodhi.